What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm doing my review for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I just finished it the other day, and I figured I'd try something new with the review here. I have some gameplay here. I'm going to be uh, clearing out a castle. I figured would be just something nice and simple. Um, I don't have game sounds on, so there's nothing over my voice. So it's silent except for me talking. Um, so first off, I just want to say that call me a shill, call me paid, whatever you want to call me. I really don't care because I know it's not true. I loved this game. I really did. Um, I thought the gameplay was absolutely fantastic. Uh, if you if the thing you liked about Assassin's Creed Unity was the parkour, you'll like the parkour in this game because it's extremely similar. Um, Naue, who I'm playing as here, of course, is very fluid when it comes to movements, and that was one of the things they actually addressed in one of the delays because I saw a side by side video of like pre-delay and post-delay. Um, she was much more sticky before, if that makes sense. Like she didn't flow off of buildings and stuff as well. So they fixed that, and it's so much better now. It's crazy. Um, you play as Naue for a good bit of the game until you unlock Yasuke, and I honestly didn't find myself playing as Yasuke that much. I've messed up here. Um, don't get me wrong, Yasuke was a great character to play as when I did play as him, because in like RPG terms, he's the tank. So he's very powerful. He can take damage pretty well. And it's really fun to just like go into a castle or something and just go crazy because his weapons are insane. Um, he gets a long katana, a naginata, and a kanabo, and honestly, all three were incredible to play with. I I think I really liked the kanabo because it was gruesome. But the naginata was pretty up there too. I like that one. Uh, for Naue, I ran katana. Well, when I decided to do it, I ran Katana and Tonto. Um, I would switch between Katana and Kusarigama. I didn't really care for the Kusarigama that much because it was mainly a crowd control weapon, which was good, but I just liked the Katana combat more. Um, there is a double assassination skill you can unlock. Um, The sucky thing about that, though, is if you unlock it, to use it, you are locked into having your second weapon as a Tonto, because that's the only way she can do double assassinations. So it's a double-edged sword. But yeah, I I really thought this setting was beautiful. This feudal Japan that Ubisoft has created was really nice to look at. Um, the changing seasons mechanic was interesting. I've never really experienced a game like that with that mechanic before. Um, and it wasn't just, oh, look, we can change seasons. No, it was actually gameplay benefits or boons or something. I don't know. I don't know the terms. But like in winter, there's no like grass really to like tall grass here. There's nothing really like that to hide in, so you have to really be careful uh, when you're like doing stealth. And like you when you're up on ledges of like walls and stuff that have icicles on them, the icicles actually fall off and make sounds and alert enemies and stuff. So you have to be conscious of that too. I think it's a really interesting gameplay mechanic, um, and I wouldn't mind seeing it return in something. But as far as I'm aware, this is the last like RPG style game they're doing. Um, and with that being said, though, I think that if you aren't really a fan of these RPG style games, I would suggest playing this one. Because like it does have the mechanics. It has like gear here, like gear rarities and everything, and you can upgrade gear and everything like that. But I mean, it's just the combat and the gameplay is so good, honestly. Um, and I was really like I would say disappointed, but I think I was actually just kind of like flat out upset with how they treated the bird mechanic in Valhalla because frankly they just ruined it. Like I I still don't know what the purpose on how to use that bird was. You don't get a bird in this game. You actually like if you're on a viewpoint or something, you have to manually press L2 and look around, and that reveals like different things. Like here, I'm doing it here. Like all these gold circles are like treasures and everything, and I can like mark them. But if I'm on a viewpoint, I actually have to like do that to find new locations. Now, of course, the what was I gonna say? Yes, right. Okay. Forgot it that quickly. Um, if you don't like having to like actually search for any of this stuff, um, like when you get a quest objective, so you'll have to like search for it. Like it'll give you like location hints basically, but you'll physically have to search for it. But you can turn that off. Um, so like it'll just give you the location like the old Assassin's Creed games. Um, and you can also this is a skill you can get, or no, it's not a skill. Sorry, it's skills that lead to it. Kind of. Uh, you can only remove so much of a health bar with assassinations unless you get the right skills. But and I did this because I just wanted to. Uh, you can turn on like instant assassinations so that or it was called guaranteed assassinations. So it's going to assassinate the enemy whether or not you have the proper skills or not. Um, Now, one thing that I did I did have a bug with a couple times. Uh, they did patch this out though, so it's not a bug anymore. The online I kept seeing people referring to it as the Lazarus glitch. Uh, you would assassinate an enemy, and then they would like stand right back up, like as if nothing ever happened. And it wasn't like anything game breaking. It was just kind of annoying sometimes. But yeah, they patched that out. Um, some things that should have been in the game from like day one. Well, I say should have. They could have been. I guess they didn't need to be, but they could have been. It would have been nice to have them. Uh, Following the road, Like when you're on your mount, you can follow the road like by just holding a button and it automatically goes. Um, that could have been in the game from day one, but they added that with a recent update. Um, and also multi-sell, like tagging items to sell them all at once. They added that, and it was working great, except for some vendors, the game would crash. It wasn't all vendors, it was some vendors, and I really, like, I didn't know how to tell which ones would or wouldn't do it, you know? So that was frustrating. And I actually contacted Ubisoft support about that on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. And they got back saying they were aware of this and they were going to address it in an update. And that update came out a couple days ago, I think. And they actually had to remove that feature for the time being. So as of right now, you cannot multi-sell in Shadows at this point. They still haven't fixed it yet. I assume that'll be the next title update or whatever. But as of right now, you still can't do it. Um, so that's frustrating because, like I said, that should have been a feature from day one, and the fact that it wasn't, and now it's gone because of that bug. Yeah, it's just frustrating. Excuse me. Um, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. Now, I did have. I don't know what this was. It wasn't like a glitch or a bug. It was just weird. The mount sometimes felt like it was constantly pulling to the left whenever I would use it. Um, I don't know what that was about. Like I would actually have to fight to stay like straight. It just kind of like kept pulling to the left. It wasn't stick drift or anything because uh, the controller I'm using is it's a relatively new controller. I got it end of last year. I know that really doesn't mean anything because I know stick drift can happen at any time, but it doesn't do it at any other time, like or in any other game. So it was just something with this. I don't know what it was. Um, it didn't happen as often with like auto follow on the roads, but I just don't know what that was about. Um, I played the game on canon mode, and I think that was a really great way to experience the game. So that took out all of like the RPG choices. So again, if you also want an experience that isn't really the RPG style of this game, play that because it's linear. It's much more like the old Assassin's Creed games. So, the canon mode is the way the devs intended the story to go, and that's what you get. I thought it was a great way to play it. Um, I might at some point, not right now because I just finished. I put triple digit hours into this game, and I'm not really looking to do that again. Um, but I might go back at some point and replay it with like the RPG choices, because there's like I know like character like Yasuke and now it can have like love interest, but in the canon mode that doesn't exist. Because the one love interest for Naue, if you play canon mode, well, I'm not gonna spoil that, but stuff happens there, and Yeah, I think canon mode was like the great choice to play the game in. There's also an immersive mode for the an audio setting that it is like basically it subs the game. So like instead of the English dub, it's the sub. So it blends the Japanese audio and like Portuguese. So which I think is a really interesting uh mechanic. I probably personally won't play it like that. Um, but I don't know. And another like I I I don't know if this was a bug or not because it didn't really feel like it, but I don't know. Whenever I would on these things here, these like rafter looking things, these overlooks or whatever they are, I would climb up ladders and there'd be a guy here like this one that I just took out. And I would be behind him and I would press R1 to assassinate him. But it wouldn't assassinate, it would just automatically attack, so then I had to fight him. And I don't know what that was about, but that didn't happen too often. That's why I don't think it was a bug. I don't know if that was just me and like wrong timing or something, but I don't, yeah. Uh, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, I I know some people had issues with this, like they don't like the mechanic of it. I liked it. I don't know. Uh, quest trees. All of these quest trees, you get so many of them. I didn't finish all these because a lot of these up here are like kill pirates, something out of whatever. Like, like here, kill outlaws, 75 of 100. A lot of those are like that kind of thing. So I didn't finish those, but I got all these main quest ones done. And I really liked I liked it. I don't know. I thought it was fun. And yes, we can see the big glaring elephant in the room right here. Um, I keep drawing back to if you're not a fan of, because this game does so much to bring it back. If you weren't a fan of how uh, the last games, like Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and I think Mirage, I'm pretty sure Mirage too. Yeah, Mirage too. If you weren't a fan of how those games didn't address or didn't have Assassins and Templars, welcome back because they are back as rightfully they should be. I was a little concerned that they weren't going to be because this game takes place after the Ezio trilogy. So they should be here, and they are. I didn't know if they were going to be, but I was so glad to see them back. Um, but yeah, uh, this is your main enemy group right here. Um, and then there's just a whole bunch of like extra, like some become, some are kind of like offshoots of main quests because you get them from people you meet on main quests, but really it's all side stuff kind of. Uh, this one is tied directly to a main character quest. Um, I'm not really going to spoil anything here. Like I know the game's been out for like a month ish almost, but I'm not really going to spoil anything. Like this is a main character thing right here. Um, But yeah, like a bunch of these are, like I said, just kill someone, something out of something. Um, so yeah, there's really nothing to that there. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I want to talk about this. This right here. So many people, so many people have called this a battle pass. Now, I want you to put your listening ears on when I say this. This is not a battle pass. You do not have to pay for it. You get all of the rewards for free. You're not locked out of anything. This is not, by definition, this is not a battle pass. It's also completely optional. Like, you don't have to do it. So, not a battle pass. I asked my friend if he would consider it a battle pass. He said no, and he said the people that do, well, the way he put it is right, but he put it in words that, well, there were a lot bit. I would say it a lot nicer than what he said it, but he's right. It's not a battle pass. And I really wish people would just stop saying that because it's wrong. It's leading people to believe it's something it's not. And I think I figured out really what this is. I think this is basically like the Ubisoft Connect thing. Because if you know or remember, Ubisoft Connect, you can go into it. I don't know if this is going to bring it up or not, or if this will even be in the recording. But you'd go into the Ubisoft Connect thing, and you could look at, like, you could get rewards. Like if you completed quests in the game, uh, you could get like tokens or coins or something, which you could then redeem for rewards on the Ubisoft Connect app or in the games. But with this game, you can't access that. So what I'm thinking is this replaces that. It's literally just a frankly more streamlined way of earning rewards from the Ubisoft Connect. So that's what it is to me. Whether I'm right or not, I don't know. That's just what I think it is. Um, Now, something else I want to address is it's really nothing with the game. It's a feature new to the game and going forward. I guess. Um, with this game, they added a section called I can't bring it up here. That's right. They added a section called Memories, and when you boot the game up, it'll be the first thing that comes up, like it's on the main menu essentially. Excuse me. So what that is starting with this game, and if I remember correctly, every Assassin's Creed game going forward, it's a launcher. But it's idiotic. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like it in this game. Launchers in games are idiotic because you have to own the other games to play them from the launcher. So the example I gave my friend was if I have Shadows booted up, but I want to play Valhalla, I have to own Valhalla to play Valhalla. So if I want to play Valhalla, why am I not just going to play Valhalla by itself instead of doing all these extra steps? That doesn't make sense to me. They've never made sense to me because Call of Duty does it too. Like the new Call of Duty games do it too, and I don't understand it. You have to own the other games it's showing you to be able to play those other games from that launcher. So I don't get it. They literally just don't make sense to me. Like, unless there was some way that you could just play the game without having to own it, I don't understand the point of doing it. Because it's so useless. Like I just don't get it. I just really wanted to talk about that because it's so stupid. Like I just don't. Um, but this game is really strange. Like I'll tell you, because so many people were complaining about things in this game that they act like this is the first Assassin's Creed game they've been in, and I just don't get it. Like here for example, this store where you can buy different things with Helix credits. People are acting like this is the first game it's been in. It's been in literally all the other games from Origins down to now. I don't think Mirage had it. I could be wrong. I don't remember. But without a doubt, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla had it. So I don't know why Shadows is the magic game that is like, oh, this is doing everything for the first time. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but it's not the first time. People are just being stupid. I just don't know, man. Like, I I saw people complaining. I got into it on Facebook with someone about how like because he was like complaining about like why are there microtransactions in my single player game, and it's like I I guess fair, but you're also acting like this is the first game that's doing it, and like it it was with him it was like trying to talk to a brick wall, honestly, because I just kept saying the proper thing over and over, and he's like, nah, nah, nah. It's like, I don't know what to tell you then. Like, you're getting mad at the very thing you can avoid. Like, I don't understand the people that get mad over optional purchases in games. And like I said, I'm not saying it's right. I understand that it can be an issue, but they're also optional purchases that you don't have to buy. Like, yeah, like in the store here, there's weapons and armor that, if you want to look at it, can provide game. Like, they have stats, but you don't have to get them. You don't have to get them. I don't get why people get so mad over stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't. Like, I constantly say, I guess, that I'm not a proper gamer because I do not get mad at the same stuff these other gamers get mad at because I look at it realistically, frankly. Like, I just don't get, like, I don't know, Shadows is just the magical game that everyone is, like, acting does everything for the first time. And, you know, as expected, this game came out. It was good. People were saying it was good. So, of course, you still had the people online that were calling everyone paid shills or whatever because they can't fathom that the game was actually good, that the internet told them to hate because it was bad and woke and whatever. Uh, like, I. Oh, brother. That could be a whole different rant for another day, but it's not going to be because I don't want to do that. And like I'm going to be quite frank. If you're if you don't like this game because you're calling it woke or whatever because it has Yasuke in it, frankly, you're hating this game because you're racist. Like, I'm just going to be flat out right there. The hate for this game boils down to nothing but race because people, like I said, people played it when they got it, the early copies, review copies, or whatever, and everyone like unanimously agreed that this game was really good. So if you're still hating on this without a valid reason to actually like have things you don't like yeah, I'm calling you racist. Like I will sit here and listen to you all day long if you can provide valid criticisms for this game that are literally anything other than black guy and woman. I don't want to hear it. I like it boils down to idiots. Idiots and racism hand in hand. And like uh I don't know if you know this creator on YouTube. Uh Fighting Cowboy had a whole crash out over this. And, it was a completely valid one because he was right. Like I don't remember everything he said, but it was right. Like all of it. Because he's had enough of it too, basically. So, yeah. I think that's the castle. Um so it got a little off track there at the end, but that's my fault. I got heated in the moment and uh I will say that I kind of wish there were more variety for like armor sets for Naoe and Yasuke because some of them are like the same but different colors, one of those deals. And the horse the the mount like AI is garbage and like it's kind of always been garbage, but it's really bad in this one. Like I'll call the horse to me and it'll get stuck in a tree. Like a bamboo shoot or tree or whatever they're called. And like it'll just spin around and then whinny and it's just annoying. Or it'll get stuck on a rock and just freak out. It's really bad. um I think there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, gear optimization is kind of bad. Like it usually is in these type Assassin's Creed games, but I don't know. Like it just seemed really bad. Like I was getting like high leveled and I was getting gear that was worse. That was either my level or higher, but worse than what I was already using, which was something of a lower level. Like I think, yeah, like I still have like there. I have this Tonto that's level 60. I have multiple level 60 Tontos that are all worse in damage than what I'm currently using that is a level below me. Multiple level 60, oh, couple level 60 katanas, both worse in damage than what I'm using. And I know there was like a lot of green stats there. Me personally, I just care about damage, really. Um, so that's what I look at. But yeah, I know a complaint a lot of people have with Ubisoft open worlds is that they're kind of empty and like the stuff in them can be repetitive. And this is the one case I do agree. This open world, for all the quest trees you have, is a little empty. Like, it's a lot of the same stuff in each region too, like temples and shrines. Like, and this is a thing in the other RPGs too. Um, so like I know it's been a thing, but like it's it's a lot of the same. And a lot of people said that the side quests were repetitive. And with that, I especially have to agree because, like I've said a few times now, most of, excuse me, most of that top portion of my objectives board was just different regions of kill this faction so many out of so many. Like, that is so many of those quest objectives on the top half that that's why I just didn't finish them. So, and oh, the animals too. Oh my god! I mean, like, look at this little cat. Like, it's such a ball of fluff. Look at him. I love him. The animals are great though too. Like, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. Uh, you can like upgrade your hideout. The hideout's pretty cool with all you can do to it. Um, actually, let's go back there and I'll show you mine because I did spend like some of the day messing with it. This is also easily my favorite. I don't know what that's called there, but I love like the cherry blossoms. Uh, so this is my hideout. I'm gonna get us up here. Also, Nawe is insanely fast. Like, she's canonically the fastest assassin. Like, here's my hideout. So I've got like some gravel and all kinds of like customization stuff. And I've got like lanterns around, and I got like a little rock border thing there. And I've got a whole bunch of animals over here. I've got some like Akita dogs. I got a fountain here. Where are the rest of my animals? Oh yeah, I got a couple fawns and a piglet. Some puppies. There's a fox kit. Or is that just a regular fox? I think that's just a regular fox. Oh no, there's the fox kit. And there's a tanuki and a little baby tanuki, and oh my gosh, you're so cute. And over here somewhere, if I can find the path for it. Over here is like I put like the little spiritual area. And I put some cats over here, so there's a few different shrines and this Buddha statue and this like little garden thingy going on here. And I put some kitties down. So I think the hideout's a really fun place to like customize. I just never really spent a lot of time here, and that's on me. Um, I don't remember if I said this in the beginning. I'm pretty sure I did, but I didn't really find myself playing as Yasuke a lot. But no, I did say that because I did say when I did, he was really fun to play as. So never mind that then. Um, so yeah, I there's still some story beats like kind of left open ended that I think might be answered in the DLC when that comes out. Um, which is later this year sometime, but I don't know when. Okay, get up. So honestly, I would give this game like an overall. I've I would give it like a 9 out of 10. Uh, and considering all the things I said that were wrong or that could be fixed, I would give it a safe 9 out of 10 for me personally. Um, I'm always welcome to hear some criticisms for the game or what you liked or didn't like about it, as long as they're valid, like I just got into there. Um, but yeah, uh, I think that's gonna do it for this video. The next video on my channel might very well be the next game I'm streaming, but I'm not entirely sure on that. So, just stay tuned, stay subscribed so you'll get notifications. It also pops up in the Discord if you join the Discord. I have a whole video on that. So, join the Discord. Um, but yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video here. So, uh, yes. Yeah. So I will see you guys next time.